Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be budgeting out my income. We do these twice a month, so this one is for February, the first one for February. So I'm just gonna first write out the dates of the budget. So I did get paid on the 2nd of February, and this will go until the 15th of February. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just like highlight the different sections. I just kind of like to be able to see those better. So income, we're gonna put in yellow. So we have our description and then our amount. And then bills, we're gonna go ahead and highlight in pink. So we have the date of the bill, the description, and the amount. And then once we're done with bills, we will go and budget out our variable spending. This is like, you know, what changes every month. So we have category and amount. And then we move on to our savings. I'm gonna do both savings and blue. So we have our long-term savings. I like to add at least something to this every single pay period. Even if it's just $5, like, you know what I mean? You just want to save something. So we have saving, however much I'm adding, and then the total. And then we have our short-term saving as well. This is stuff that I save for that I might have to spend sometime within the next year. And I usually try to contribute to these too, because these are sort of like a combination of variable spending and long-term saving. Kind of saving, but will need to spend it eventually, like things like, you know, like car insurance and clothes and stuff like that. So, okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. This pay period, I actually had a lot of sources of income, which is really cool. So I will tell you about those now. So I had my salary. This is like pretty much the same every 2 weeks. It was for $1,799. This is what I get paid for 2 weeks of work. And then some other income I had was my rollover money from last pay period, and that was actually $247. So that was pretty good. So that is any rollover from variable spending that I didn't spend the pay period prior. So this is just money I was able to save. So that counts towards my income. And now we can put it somewhere else that we want to. And then my high yield savings account. So I'm just gonna write high yield. So I have this high yield savings account that earns interest every month. And in the month of January, it earned $49. So that counts as some of my income. And then I also got paid back by my partner. I bought him a flight, and so he paid me back for that. So I'm just gonna add in payback. I had pulled the money from my savings to pay for this, so now I'm getting paid back, so it's income. And he paid me back a total of $155. And then I also got some money from this app that I use called Upside, and it is where you get cash back for going to specific places like gas stations and grocery stores, and I got a total of $13 from that. And I also got some cash back from my Discover credit card. If you guys are curious about how I use my credit cards, I have a video about that. So make sure to check that out. It's like called Credit Card Strategy. And I talk about how I get cash back from my credit cards. So this is all my income, lots of different sources. So the total for this came to, and I don't have my calculator with me right now, guys. I already did this like before filming this video, so I already know the total. But it came to $2,302. So that was like my total income, all of this together. So this is what we're working with for bills, variable spending, and savings. So we'll jump into bills first. So on the first Monday of the month, I have to pay for swimming lessons. I never know when that will be, so I'm just gonna say like 2/2, like it doesn't really matter the date. But that is swim lessons, and that is for my son. And the swim lessons are $160 per month. And then on February 10th, I will have a bill for Google for my storage, and that is for a total of $2. On the 8th, this is a little bit out of order, but that's okay. On the 8th, I will have my bill for my Peloton bike that I am paying off in installments, and that is for $45. And then on the 12th, I have my Peacock charge. Peacock is the subscription service that I use to watch my programs, and that is for $12. And then on the 18th, I have my mortgage bill, and that is for a total of $800. That is for my portion of the shared mortgage that I have. So the total for all these bills is a total of $1,019. So that leaves me with quite a bit left over for savings and variable spending, which is really good. So variable spending, I'll just write out my categories first. So I'll just show you guys the things that I plan to spend each pay period. So first I have gas, and then I have fun, any like random fun things. And then I have restaurants, if I want to go out to eat with friends. I have my book club, so I always have to spend a little money for that. I have my lunch money, this is for when I go to work. I have spending, just like extra spending if there's just something random I want to buy, and groceries. And so I pretty much budget the same lately for this. Gas, I've been doing 70. Fun, this time around I did 40. Restaurants, I did $40 for restaurants. And then lunch money, I did $35. I think I used to do 40 for lunch money, but I think I can get this down to 35 because my lunches are not that expensive. Spending, I'm just gonna do 15 because I don't really plan on spending a lot. And then groceries will be $125. So the total for all the variable spending will be $325. So now we can move on to our long-term saving. So these are like things that they're just longer terms. So the first category is for college for my son, and he will be going to college in 17 years. So I'm trying to start saving now. And so I was able to contribute $50 for that. So I now have $475 total. This is all in my bank, by the way. I don't do cash stuffing. Like, I keep everything digital. But I like to write it out so I have a visual and I stick to these categories and like these amounts. I'm also saving up for a new car. In like 10 years, I'm gonna wanna buy a new car. I'm very lucky, I have a good car right now, but they don't last forever, so we're gonna add $50 to that. And so I now have a total of $455 in new car. Investing is something I always like to save up to do for like my Roth IRA. So I was able to do 50 for that. So my total for investing is now $5,435. And then I also save for emergencies. And so I was able to put $50 for emergency. So for emergency, I now have $2,435. I would really love to have $3K for emergency, so that is the goal. For short-term saving, I have a lot of categories. The first one is for my kiddo, my son. I'm going to be adding $5 for that. And so the total that I now have for my kiddo is $62. I also like to save up for family fun, any sort of like outings or activity with the family. I'm gonna add $5 to that. So I now have a total of $75 in family fun. My car insurance is getting nothing because I have $800 saved for that, and that is all it will be. I will get charged for this in March, and I think it's like $750 or something like that, so I'm good on car insurance. And then car tags, this is like $350 per year, so I'm trying to save for that. So I am able to add $50 to that today, and that is going to give me a total of $135. So I'm doing pretty good on this one. Vacation, so I actually went in the negative on vacation because I had to buy flights and passes for an upcoming vacation that we have. And so I actually put in $528 in this. And that brings me to zero total because I started at a negative. So it was negative $528 in vacation. I went over, so that was not great. So this contribution just brings me to zero basically. So I need to start building this back up for any other vacation expenses that I may have in the future. My beauty category is getting $5. And so I have a total of $150 in beauty. I have a haircut coming up, so I will use beauty for that. Clothing is getting $5. So I now have $258 in clothing. Gifts is getting $5. So I now have a total of $186 in gifts. Charity is getting $5. Charity now has $40 total. Electronics is going to get $5. So electronics now has $15. Christmas will get $50. We already have to save for 2024 Christmas. Christmas now has a total of $100. For my mom is getting $5. So mom has a total of $117 now. Home is getting $5. Home now has a total of $45. Household is the next one. Household will get $5. So it now has a total of $23. Toiletries will also get $5. You always have to save up for toiletries. They are so expensive sometimes. That is now a total of $48 for toiletries. Fitness will be getting $5. Fitness now has a total of $33. Experiences, this is like basically concert money. Experiences is getting $5, and experiences now has a total of $200. And then miscellaneous is the last one. And miscellaneous is going to get $30 because I might have to pay for my taxes coming up. And so I want to make sure there's enough in there for that. So miscellaneous now has $195. So that is everything, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I am so happy that you guys are here. This is my finished budget for the next 2 weeks. This is everything. This is what it looks like. If you guys want to see more of these videos, please make sure to subscribe because that really helps me, and give this video a like, and then that's a good indication for me that I should go ahead and make some more of these because I want to know if you guys like them. So that is my paycheck budget planner for the next 2 weeks. I will see you guys later. Bye.